Helen, can you hear me? Hello. Welcome aboard. Can you hear me? Okay, great. I'm just waiting for more people to get on and then we will get started. I probably won't be on long today. I know I haven't been live in a while. It's been work. Is there one free question? Possibly. We will see. I guess I can do one free question. Why not? Sure. Just going to bless the reading and we will get started. Just blessing the reading. Just waiting this out for a minute to see if anybody else comes on. No. I'm live. Okay. I guess everybody still must be asleep. Anybody else on? Don't forget to hit that like button. Hey, Ivelisse. This is like a last minute thing. I didn't intend on doing readings. Well, going live today. I thought let me just go live. Okay. We got our moderator on. Thank you, Ivelisse, for hopping on. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not planning on doing this long today. I'm really still drained. I just had to do a couple of personal readings and I still got to have a couple of more to go. But I just wanted to come on and, I know we had planned last week, but I was tired. So it's just been a lot going on. Oh, no, that's fine. I don't plan on being on long. I plan on actually, when I'm done, I got to clean up too. So that's fine. So I am doing 1111 for one question, but I am going free, first question free. So I think Helen, you have a question? What's your question, Helen? We're just going to get started and see what people straggling in if they have any questions. So Helen, you were first. You have a question. What is it? Yeah, I know. I'm telling you. I'm drained. I can sleep and still I'm waking up drained. So I don't know what that's about. Helen wants to know what is up. What is the ex Virgo thinking about? Helen wants to know what her ex Virgo is thinking about. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the dude is going on in his head, but I'm hearing that song from R. Kelly. What is it? Hit it hard from the back. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I feel like he still wants to, you know, hit it hard from the back. Okay. What's going on with the ex? Helen wants to know what's going on with the ex. Yeah, I feel like there's some real fast energy. He really wants to come back to offer something, but I feel like he's afraid. He's not there yet, but I kind of feel like, yeah, it's all about the all about the booty, all about the sex, all about the intimacy. So for nothing else, then to hit it hard, you know, he's not done yet. I feel like he wants the picture perfect thing, the picture perfect connection, but make sure that this is what he truly wants. Make sure it's not just for the sex, but I kind of feel like it is. He may try to pull a fast one and say, I want this, but he really does not. It'll be more trouble than it's worth if you're giving into that. Okay. Hey, Latoya. I work with Latoya. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's not worth it for you to. You just need to just move on because I feel like you're better than that. You know that you are. You deserve more than what he's willing to offer. Yeah, it's not going to be worth it for you. You still may not be able to trust that this person will do you right. Um, I kind of feel like I said, the song I'm hearing, hit it hard from the back. So that's all he wants is the sex. So if there's something that you want to do, be my guest. But it's not going to benefit you in the long run. It'll actually hurt your feelings. It'll break your heart. I would not waste my time with that. I mean, if that's something that you want to do, if that's something that you want to give up, okay. You grown. If that's something that you want to do, if you want a wet booty, okay, go for it. But if you want more, I would just be patient. So I feel like there's something that he's thinking more often than not. Maybe he just wants to call and hook up. And if that's a mutual agreement between you two, all right. But if not, you deserve more. You deserve better. And go for it. But I think it's time for you to just say, you know what, I'm just done. My heart is elsewhere. Not saying that you're in a relationship, but it's more so like, I just want to be free of this. I don't need you in my life. I'm worth more than just a roll in the hay. You just deserve better. Yeah, and I feel like his darkest fears is you denying him your body. It's like you are denying him what he wants. That energy of getting what he wants, how he wants it, when he wants it, kind of thing. If you feel like you don't want it, you don't have to. He can go somewhere else to get it. You can go anywhere else to get laid. That's the truth. Okay, that's the truth. If he wants to be with you, he will make sure that he chooses the right one. It doesn't have to be just that. You deserve more. That's something that you got to believe that is better. Because if you get back with him, it'll be the same shit, just different day. And possibly too, he's a jealous individual anyway. He possibly doesn't want to see you with anybody else. If he doesn't want to see you with anybody else, then fuck him. Literally or whatever, figuratively. So you just need to let it go. Like I said, there's something, if you still love him, okay? But I feel like he just come in your life, love bomb you, and apologize you for all the wrong he's done and gone on to the next. So it's time for you to let it go. Possibly full of lies. And you gotta just let it go. Very, very dishonest person. Get that? Okay. What else do we have? You're welcome. I hope that made sense. Thank you, I release. Anybody else have a question? First question free. Second question and beyond is 1111. I feel like sex here is traumatic. It will be traumatic. It will be enjoyable, sure, but it will be some soft. It will be soft. It will be like it won't give you what you truly need. This will be just a momentary thing. It won't be everything. It won't give you what you really truly need. It won't give you that affection that you need. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Like 73 current feeling of Ankita towards any chance of revival or communication. Ustab. Okay. Any chance of communication for Ustab? Let's see. Is that the question that I'm looking at? Can you check, moderator, that question I feel for, I guess, Ustab? Like 73% current feeling of Ankita. Is that the right one? Any chance of revival of communication? I feel like that's the next one. And I'll get to you next, Simone. Okay. Any chance of communication? Any chance of communication with Ankita? Let's see. I feel like there's a yes here. But I feel like you have to make the next move. If you want to communicate with this person, you have to make the next move. You have to become more vulnerable. You have to take the lead. There may be some hurt here. She may have done something to hurt your feelings. She has to do something. She may have done something to hurt your feelings and you or betrayed you. So you may not trust her. You may not trust that she may not do this again. And I feel like you have an abundance of love for her, okay, for this person. But if you want to talk to her, you got to make that move. Don't wait for her. Um, maybe you fucked up, okay? Maybe you didn't. But whatever the situation is, if you want to speak to this person, open up. Say what needs to be said. Maybe she'll listen to you. You know, that's your choice. That will be your decision. Create happiness, create abundance for her. Maybe you want to put a ring on it. Okay. Maybe that's something that you've thought about doing or something. But yeah, I feel like you all could live a happy life together and be happy. And I feel like you can make each other whole. I feel like there could be a new beginning for you, but there could be somebody in the connection. I just dropped the card. Somebody in the connection could be afraid of a commitment, and whatever happened between you two, it fractured the connection. There could be distrust on both levels based on what happened in the past. You don't trust this person; they don't trust you. The energy is all willy wonkus, it's all out of whack. There could be something here, but based on what happened the last time, no, nobody's interested. Nobody is saying, I can trust you. You can trust me. That you're not going to hurt me and do this again. So it's all out of whack. But if you want to make it work, if you want to communicate, open up the lines of communication and pick up the phone and say, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to talk to you. I want to work this out. How can we do this? By speaking up, by saying what needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? Tried twice to communicate earlier, but it didn't fly off. Well, if you've already tried to communicate, let it go for a little while. Release it and let it go. And heal. If she wants to open up, if she wants to communicate, if she wants to text or find a way, she will. But you've already done what you needed to do. You've already done what you needed to do. Let it go for now. You know, if she loves you enough, she'll be back. But you've done everything that you need to do. And listen. Just wait. Just wait. Just breathe. Give and receive. You've already given. You know, now it's time for you to receive. Now it's time for you to just sit back and see what happens. You know, there's nothing else that you can do but keep on moving on, keep on doing you. And when she feels that need to pick up that phone to find a way to communicate, she will, because I feel like you two are great together. When she realizes that she misses you to that point, that she feels she can't live without you, she'll be back. Okay. I really do feel like you need to just let it go for now. Let it rest. Okay. I'm hearing set it and forget it and change your focus. Find something else to do in the interim. Let it go for now. I hear. I know you love her. Okay. I know you cherish her. You miss her, but just let it go. Okay. And see what else happens. Final card for you. Okay, what else? No more trying. Let it go for now. And yeah, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Just let it go, and everything else will happen. Focus on your finances. That's the main thing that you need to worry about right now. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receive. Well, I just said earlier. Okay, even if she doesn't turn around, there may be somebody else that's going to step into that place. All right. Okay, we're going to move on to Simone. Should I take a new job even though it's lower salary? Simone, should you take a new job even though it's a lower salary? Okay. No contact for 7 months. Let it go. Okay, just let it go and do you, boo. Okay. Should Simone take this job even though it's a lower salary? Simone, is it in the same state that you're in now? So, should you take the job even though it's a lower salary? Should Simone take this job even though it's in a lower salary? I know what you said is toxic. Yes, it's in South Carolina. Okay. Should you take this job even if it's a lower salary? Yes. I feel like even though it's a lower salary, it'll be more comfortable for you. I feel like it'll wow, girl. Mm, yeah, I do. I see. I kind of feel like you kind of regret relocating there, starting that job, though it was an opportunity for you to do what you needed. I don't feel like that you would have been there long anyway. You were there for a specific reason and talk more so not for the job but for your connection with that person. But it has become toxic though, you know. But I feel like you're going to get over that. It's time for you to move on. Okay. I feel like it puts you in a better place, heart center wise. Okay. Heart center wise, I feel like, yeah. We talked about that real estate like a year or so ago. But yeah, I feel like yeah, the job I'm being considered for is property management for single homes. Go for it, you know. Yeah, it has. I feel like it's left you wounded and it left you in a doubtful place. And I feel like where you're going now, it's going to create more stability here for you, you know, a lot more stability. I feel like it's not going to be as like you're walking on eggshells. I kind of feel like what I'm picturing right now here for you, kind of like you see one of those bridges like in a movie and people are walking across it and the bridge is shaking when you're walking. It's kind of wobbly. I feel like you're always feeling like you're in a wobbly situation, and this job is going to be more stable, more tempered. You better put that back when you're done. So I feel like it's stable. It's not as stable as it could be, and there you are. you know, relocating to a job once again, you and your son, you know. So and you're not alone in it though. I feel like you're going to be quite happy here, you know, at this job. And at this job where you are now, it's like, damn, I hate that you came here. But there's more opportunity for you, you know, to be justified in moving to somewhere else. Okay. Um, and I feel like the training is going to be much more beneficial for you. I just feel like it's going to be more strong, more solid for you, and it's not going to make you feel like you're in some sort of a pickle. I feel like you like, Dad, I messed up. I shouldn't have made this decision. I should have done it this way, or I should have done it that way, or whatever. Because I feel like right now you feel like they're watching your every move. Everything you do is feeling like it's criticized or it's not right or I didn't do this right or everything is like boom. And when people are doing this, it's like people are watching over your shoulder and you're prone to make more mistakes or more errors in this way or that way or whatever. But it's like boom, I finally found something that's going to make me shine, you know. Let's see. Transferring to this new job, is it going to be beneficial for Simone? I just like it's going to be so much better. They're not going to be watching you like a hawk, you know. Success and growth here and taking that lead. You know, I just feel like wherever you are now is not as strong. I kind of feel like they think that you're difficult to work with or something like that. That you're not paying attention. It's like they say one way and you do the other. It's like, but you're just getting started. Because this is your well-deserved reward. Your well-deserved. This. I feel like they're not honoring you and your capabilities and what you can do. You know, yeah, like I said, here we got teaching, we got the test. They feel like you're not listening to what they're saying. You're not listening to their directives or whatever. Like you're being difficult, and you're not. You know, I don't know what the problem is or what they think that your problem is, but they don't think that you're listening. Listening, they don't think that you're coachable or whatever. That you're not focused. You know, but I feel you are because we talked about this before, and you don't want to get to that point to where you're feeling hopeless. And that's the way I feel like they made you feel. But you have an opportunity. You got that sun. Remain positive. You know, remain strong. There's strength here for you. There's growth and opportunity here for you. I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're more than capable. You know that. You know you're a survivor. Who sings that song? I'm a survivor. That group of girls, Beyonce, whatever, back in the day. You're a survivor. You got this. You know, don't think different. Not only that, but you have your connection, your relationship. And I feel like a lot of things in your life have made you feel like you are detached, made you feel like you had to let go, but you don't. You know, you got this. You know, you can do it. It remains toxic, but you don't have to be a part of it. You need to release. You need to let it go and move on. You're welcome. What's your name? Ustab, what's your name? Oh yeah, Destiny's Child. Yeah, Survivor. Exactly. Simone, what else do you need to know? Moving on from one job to the other. Fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So you got this. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that's within everyone. So you gotta let it go. People are going to do what they want to do. They're going to treat you the way they want to treat you. But we have you. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Leave that job, leave that punk ass, toxic ass job behind and do what you need to do. Whether it's lower pay, you got this. You can do what you need to do and say, you know what, I'm gonna be just fine. Because you're going to a job where it's going to be so much more, it's going to create more stability in your life and more peace. You know, and if that doesn't work out for you, you keep on moving. Don't give up. We never give up because we're Virgos. You got this? Do we have anybody else? What about you, Ivelisse? I might try to come back on maybe a little bit later today or tomorrow. I got some stuff I need to do around the house. I just wanted to come on today to get some stuff done. Well, this is just out of the, just something else. I'm going to go live. I don't know who's going to be here, but we'll see. What's coming towards me in my romantic life for the rest of the year? What's coming toward Ivelisse in her romantic life the rest of the year? Okay, let's see. What's coming up with you the rest of the year in your romantic life? We got anger. Twice. I got anger here twice. There may be some angry sex. Okay. But we'll see. What's coming up for you for the rest of the year in love? We got, being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. So probably nothing. Okay. Okay, your time. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. I had to answer a HR question for somebody. Okay. Okay. So I don't think that this will be a good time for you to deal with anything dealing with a relationship. You may probably have a couple of hookups, but now is not the time to even think about romance right now. I just think that it's just not the right time for you right now for romance. Yeah, I just think that you're not in the right headspace for it right now. Take initiative to meet someone and keep the passion ignited. I just feel like this. If you do, it won't be a good time because your headspace, maybe you may be a bit mean to them and may not try to be, trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are and move on, because this person may have some sort of addictions, or they may have do something in their life that just don't sit right with you. They may drink too much. They may smoke too much weed. They may have some sort of addictions that you don't like, and no, you're not going to do this in my house, or around my children, or something like that. Or you may make them see what they don't like about themselves. You may bring it out of them. You may recognize that. You may bring it out of them. You may make them recognize their own devilish actions, their own parts about them that they hate. You may make them recognize it. You may make them see that more, and they're not going to like that. So you cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. So you may make them realize, like, damn, I'm fucking up my life, and you may make them realize it, and they may not like that. You know what I'm saying? So you may make this person see the worst of themselves. And I just feel like you can't rescue everybody. And it's not that you're judging them, it's making you see them for who they truly are. You are bringing out the worst in them, but they are, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. Being with you is bringing out the truth. It's like you are allowing them to see how they truly are, and they're not seeing that. They're not realizing it because they're hitting rock bottom. It's like, damn, this woman is making me see me for who I truly am, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So it's like they're making you feel like you are judging them, and you're not. You're just making them realize, like, they need to get some damn help. Okay. Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So it's like they're not giving you a fair chance, but all you're trying to do is make them realize, like, damn, you need to see a therapist. You need to get up some rehab, or you need to talk to somebody, because I'm not going for this. You wanna screw, you wanna fuck, you wanna suck. We can do all of that, but you're not gonna be my man, and I'm not going to allow you to be my woman, because you look right through me. You see me for who I truly am. You know what I'm saying? And they're not ready to find that healing. I feel like they feel like your expectations of them is too high. You're too judgmental. But Virgo, it's like you're picking this person apart bit by bit by bit. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Did your list, okay? And because you want what's real, and this person feels like I can't do this. You know, they feel like you want too much of them and they're not ready. You got too many rules. Okay. And I know I'm talking to Ivor Lease, but I feel like I'm talking to Virgo as whole because we expect too much of the person who is in our life together. You know what I'm saying? Is that Yvette? Hello. Yeah, we got some boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. And I feel like this person is really going to push you away because they don't want you to really see who they truly are. But you're going to find out because they're going to show you who they truly are, kind of like relatively quick. And like I said, it's a bunch of anger, a bunch of nonsense, but it's not going to be the relationship that you need because they're not going to think that you're very compassionate, because you're so judgmental, which I think you've heard before. Well, you want too much of me, you judge too much of me, or whatever, whatever, whatever. But I just feel like sometimes we do judge people, but we want what's best for them, and they don't realize that, and they don't understand that. Look how much in your life could be better. Look how much so much can unfold for you if you just heal, if you just make things better. But there you go again, Virgo, judging me and who I am. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to get hurt, but they don't understand they're hurting themselves, and we're just trying to help them. Okay. All love comes with the risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. So yeah. Yeah, they're not my fixer upper. Exactly. The guilty always feels like someone is judging them. Exactly. It's something about me that people try to self don't drag out. Right. See it right away. All right. So I thought I saw another question here. Okay. My name is Ustab. A coincident. What does Akita? So any questions after your first? The first one is free. So the second one is 1111. Um, the moderator has posted, as well as I posted the links to PayPal or either Cash App 1111 if you have another question. Okay. So what's coming up for me in December? Yvette wants to know what's coming up for her in December. What's coming up for Yvette in December? What's coming up for Yvette? Hold on, you all. Somebody's trying to get onto the live asking me, is this if it's over? No, it's not. Okay. What is coming up for Yvette in December? Okay, I've at least thanks. Okay. Hey Karen, what's going on? What's coming up for Yvette for December? Hey Angela, what's coming up for Yvette for December? You got to get out there and fight for your rights and fight. It's kind of like you have to get out. You have to do something. Don't let opportunities pass you by. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Try to make your own dreams come true, even when you think you can't. There's a lot that you need to say, that you should say, that you feel like you need to say. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, to stand your ground. I feel like there are a lot of regrets. There's a lot of I hear shame, but there could be some energy around you feeling lost, feeling alone, feeling sheltered. No, the first question you can ask for free, but anything beyond that is 1111. Okay. You have to really stand strong. You got to believe in yourself. If there's a job out there for you, you got to go looking for it. Okay. You got to believe it that it's yours before you even get there. Okay. Before you even apply for it. So there is an opportunity for a new job out there for you. You can apply for it. Even if they call you in for an interview, you can do a mock interview with a friend or a family member. Make sure you research the job online, the position online, the company online. So when they ask you, what do you know about the company? You can tell them, because you've done your research. Don't be afraid. I feel like you have this thing about what people think about you. You don't like what people, maybe you feel bad about, or you think that people talk about you behind your back, or what they say about you behind your back. I think people think that you're really beautiful, that you're really a nice person. But more often than not, you didn't believe in yourself. We got the sun here. Be optimistic. Be more positive in your life. Okay. Um, Optimistic. That's the only thing I can tell you. There's so many. I feel like there's so many things that you have lost that made you that dented your self esteem, that made you not believe in yourself. You gotta let that go. Okay. Yep. The first question is it posy, poisy? Ask your question, Angela. Okay. It's in that money. We have the star card, and there's hope and a lot of influence from the universe there with you. And I feel like a sprinkle of destiny. Okay. But you got to put yourself out there and stop allowing yourself to feel sorry for yourself. Okay. I mean, you got to believe that you got this, and you do. All right. You got to believe in yourself and say, you know what? I got this. Just apply. Find opportunities out there for you. You know you got this. You know you can do this, but something in your head and in your heart is telling you can't. You got this. Just because you didn't get this job, or you lost that job, or you lost that opportunity, doesn't mean that you won't get the next one. You may apply for 50 jobs, and 46 or 47 didn't hire you or didn't call you in for the interview. Who's to say they won't call you back 4 or 5 months down the line to offer you a position, or to offer you an interview? Okay, you got this. What else does Yvette need to know about upcoming positions that she should apply for? Maybe apply working with children. Okay, you are good at helping and counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. You could be a preschool working with children, doing something with hospitals, libraries, anything with working with children or young, or I'm hearing youth. But whatever it is, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desires into action. Whatever you do, just take a risk and just go out and do it. This could also lead you to applying, buying a home, purchasing a new home, a new car, or whatever it is that you do. Have faith that whatever it is you're meant to do, you will find your glory. You will do what needs to be done, and it's going to bring you more income to buy your home, to buy a car, to move into a new neighborhood, move closer to a job, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I feel whatever it is you need to do, the perfect opportunity to do it. I won't say that you're going to find a job just because you're asking a question about December. I feel like it's going to be an ongoing project, at least for the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But have compassion with yourself. Be good to you. Be true to you, and see what happens. See what develops. Release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And watch how everything, I'm hearing, watch how beautifully everything unfolds for you. And also, I'm looking at this card, making sure you're praying and meditating for yourself as well. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine, and also connecting with your higher self. Okay, because I feel like sometimes you are too hard on yourself. No need to be hard on yourself. If you lose something, that's a blessing, because it was never meant for you in the first place. That was just a learning, something for you to learn, to glean from, to make you stronger for your next level of life and responsibility. All right. I hope that resonates with you. We're going to move on to the next question here. So, no, the Aquarius gave this Virgo a key. It's 2026 our year. Okay, you got a key. It's 2026 your year. I gave you a key. Okay, Karen wants to know. Okay, that card popped out. We got the Ten of Pentacles. It could be. Let's see. This Aquarian gave you a key. Will 2026 be your year? (2026) be your year? Well, it could be, but you got to work at this connection together. You love each other. There's a lot of energy here. We got the World. I'm hearing a song. Hold on a second. Y'all have a dog or a pet, maybe a cat. I just see a lot of happiness here and love and a lot of peace and emotions, you know. I hear that song, from Waiting to Excel soundtrack, My Love, Sweet Love. I think Patti LaBelle sang it. With love, sweet love, my love, something like that. With you, nothing else matters. You're my heart, and my heart is yours. Yes, this is his soulmate. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Can you work? Can it work? Yes. I feel like 2026 will be a good year for this connection because we're starting out with the family card, with my destiny. You know, so write down my love, sweet love, Patti LaBelle. That's from the Waiting to Excel soundtrack, as well as my destiny or destiny from Jim Brickman. So write those two songs down and listen to those two songs, okay? Is this the year for you and your person 2026, this Aquarius? But I kind of feel you know in your heart that this is the right one. You've been through a lot of stuff in the past, and you're fearful of getting hurt again, getting lied to and stomped on and everything. I kind of feel like this person is here for the long run, for the long haul. Okay, that's the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles, you know, financially, spiritually, emotionally. They're going to provide everything you need, a family element, you know. I kind of feel like everything you need, they're going to be there for you. I feel like you're going to balance each other out beautifully. There's no more heart pain. There's no more headache. There's no more sadness here for you. I kind of feel like you could be having some heart pain, like heartache or something, not heartache, maybe heartburn or something like that. Maybe they do or something like that. This could be somebody on the other side also who possibly passed away of a heart ailment, maybe heart attack or something like that. They're letting you know that they are around you today of all days. Maybe you've been thinking about somebody who passed away really hard and they're with you and they're around you, letting you know that they're with you. But I feel like this person is with you. They're hung up on you. They're loving you. They're caring about you, and they're saying, I'm ready to go to the next level with you, and I'm not giving up on you, and you should not give up on me because we're here together. We're working this out together. We're going to be together or whatever because you're my soulmate. Okay, and I'm ready to go to the next level with you. If you're ready, so am I. Okay, this person is not pussyfooting around. They're ready for you, and I'm telling you, they're ready to take you to the next level. You sweep this person off their feet. Is this good for you in Aquarius 2026 or what? We got Lovers. I'm hearing that Minnie Riperton song, Loving You, but I also hear slowing down and taking your time. Stay in the now. Stay in the now. Don't rush this. I feel like this has been a long time coming for you. This is something that you've always wanted. Um, And I just feel like it's going to work out, but you got to take your time. You know, everybody has some difficult moments. You're not going to give up on one another. You're going to take your time. Something about September. What took place for you in September? We got some toxic energy here. It couldn't have anything to do with it, though it could be. But I really do feel like this energy around you is very, very calming. I feel like it's bringing you back to the realization that I'm happy. You know, I don't need this toxic energy in my life. You can go, but I feel like this person is going to be very devoted to you. And I feel like your father's, his energy, if he's here with you, his either on the other side, his energy is around you too. You know, letting you know I'm here for you. Somebody, a male figure is around, letting you know that everything is going to be good. Okay, everything's going to be um, everything's going to be okay. You know, no more doubt. You deserve to be happy. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. I got some children around you too. We got some moody energy here in your emotions and feelings. Somebody sending you their love from the other side. And somebody wants to apologize to you. This person could have been dishonest with you about something. You know, they say drunk mind speaks the sober truth. So they could have said something to you that they didn't mean, but they said it in haste because of what they were drinking or whatever. And we have somebody, January could be their birthday or something they said took place, or this could be something that's going to hop off brand new for you in January and, you know, above. So somebody around you could be an elder, somebody who passed away, an ancestor who's letting you know that their energy is around you. And I'm feeling like they're sending you their love. And they're basically wanting to tell you hello. Somebody who you possibly cried over recently. If not, they're letting you know that their love is around you. Somebody you gave birth to, or if this is something new that you want to do, they're saying reconsider. Something that you want to do, you've been thinking about doing, it was a hard or tough decision, reconsider it. Okay. Not saying that it's a bad time, but they're just saying think about it and just wait a little bit longer. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. And when you take your time, I feel like that's when things are going to be better. If somebody ghosted you and they left you alone, let it go. Go. Because sometimes you can be a little bit too kind hearted to people. And then they run all over you and they treat you like crap. And you still try your best to do right by them. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Okay. Our next question is Angela. Good luck to you, Yvette. I hope you find a job. Okay. Okay. Is Scorpio the one or not? Okay. Is it Poisey? Polish? Oh, nail company. Is this Scorpio the one or not? Is this Scorpio the one or not? Let's see. You want to know if this Scorpio is the one for you or not. Now the connection feels so good because it is good. Okay. His birthday is soon. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Karen. So you want to know if the Scorpio is the one. Is the Scorpio the one? Is the Scorpio the one for poise polish? Poise wants to know if the Scorpio is the one. Ooh, you fell in love quick, or they fell in love quick. This was quick, but you know this is everything. This is. Whew, y'all hooked up real quick. Maybe sometimes you feel like you moved a little bit too quick with this person, which is why you're probably asking that question. Is he the one? Jesus. We have here the Ten of Swords. We got the Devil card. We got, slow down. Slow down and proceed with caution. Okay. I don't know if you are capable of getting pregnant or whatever, but if you are fertile, you may have some babies. Okay, this could be an unintended pregnancy. I didn't say unwanted, but unintended pregnancy. So I would just take your time, baby. We can do it. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. But take your time. Don't want to rush. Is this person a one for you? Yeah, I feel like this could really, really be a good connection for you all. But you gotta take your time. You don't want to rush this, you know. Slow your roll. Slow your roll, or this relationship will take its toll on both of you all. You know, we got some energy here of you all maybe having some anger management issues, maybe arguing too much. You know, you're rushing into a connection. You're really not getting to know each other deeply and intensely. You're just rushing and not even thinking about it. It's like you're driving a car and running all the stop signs. Like, slow your ass down. Okay. Maybe fucking in a car, having sex in a car or something, or, you know, picking up and moving, going to the next level without even getting to know each other on a deeper level. We got unsocial here. You need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. You know, I feel like walking away, you leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. Like I said, don't rush this connection. If you move too fast, you're gonna lose one another. Okay, take your time with this person and get to know him. Okay, get to know her, whatever the situation is. I feel like you don't want to rush this. When you rush the connection, that's when it's all going to fall apart. I just think that it has something to do about slowing down and just getting to know this person, getting to know each other, getting to know each other's ways and stuff, because everybody has faults, everybody has issues, everybody has something about their partner that they're not going to like. Got unavailable. You are chasing someone unavailable, or you are the one who is running away. If you look for something, you're gonna find it. You know, you got to set some boundaries. You got to love each other. You got to respect one another. Um, you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. Okay, you can't get blood. What is that saying? You can't find gold in a silver mine or something like that. You can't expect something out of something. If they don't want to get it, give it. You're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I would just get to know each other. I'm not saying that this person is not the one for you, but don't rush it. Take your time with one another. What else do you need to know about this connection? You want to know if the Scorpio is a one? Got cold hearted. No, we got love. It could be there. This person could be a little moody. They could be in their emotions about something, you know, could be all up in their feelings about something. I have kind. I have talk. Maybe they could be a divorcee, or you could be divorced and not really trusting a connection. Could be dealing with an abusive situation from the past. This person could, you know, how sometimes people, this person don't know how to talk to me, or they say, well, she don't know how to talk to me or something like that. I'm not going to deal with it, you know. So I feel like you can make it kind of difficult if you don't really know this person's temperament, or vice versa. Have go. Somebody eating your veggies, maybe one of you all are a pescatarian, or you're not eating a lot of meat, if meat at all, eating clean or something like that. Yeah, I keep getting abused. I feel like this person has been through some shit in her life, or maybe you have. So I kind of feel like that's going to kind of hinder the connection, the growth between the two of you. Talk about August. Could be your birth month. You know, maybe you met this person in August or something like that. But choice is what you choose in your life. I would just say give it some time to get to know each other. If you spend your time with this person and you go slow, and you realize, oh, maybe this is not the best person. Maybe this is not the best relationship. Maybe it's just time for me to just move on with my life and without this person in it. But it's your expectations. What do you want? Do you want to get to know this person? Slow down. Like I said, proceed with caution. You don't have to rush this. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time and get to know each other. It's not a race. This is about relationships. This is about love. This is about getting to know what you want out of life, out of love, and also I'm hearing the pursuit of happiness. Because if it gets to that point, then neither one of y'all are going to be healthy enough for this connection. You're just going to just separate. You're just not going to even deal with each other. Let's get some final messages for this connection for Poise and the Scorpio. Are you the right ones for one another? I got spread your wings. I feel like that's you opening up to what the possibilities of what this connection will bring. And I have moved. I kind of feel like you can have it either way. Okay. Either way. But you both have to be willing to put what it takes into the connection in order to make it work. You got to find some healing. I feel like you can heal each other with love and with that mutual honor and respect. If you want it to work, you got to break the ties that's binding you to past heartache, pains, and abuse from past relationships. If you go look for something, you're going to find it. And it's not always a good thing to go looking for something. Okay. But ultimately, yeah, rest and reconsider. At some point, though, you may come to say, we need a break. And just because you're taking a break doesn't mean you're not going to be together or whatever. You just need to fix what's broken, and that's that past heartache and pain. But ultimately, when you get to know each other, and when you know better, you'll do better by one another. But you have to remind each other that I'm here for you, you're here for me, we're here to become one, like one equal cell together. It's like we can do this together, but we have to be willing to grow at this together. It's not you, it's not me, it's just us as one. You know what I'm saying? So you can do it. You can do it. But it's not about feeling helpless and hopeless. It's about us becoming together as one. And we can do it. But it's going to be difficult because you all have to heal on your own accord to become one unit of love. All right? I feel that it can be worked out in a good, healthy way, but you all have to honor one another and give each other space when needed. Okay, I hope that made sense. Okay. So next we have Angela. Will I hear from Mark soon? Next question, can you tell me anything about Tyler? And I please. So you want to know when you hear from Mark soon. Okay. Well, Angela hear from Mark soon. Let's see, will you hear from Mark soon? I would say not soon. I have the 6 of Cups. I have the 3 of Swords. Will you hear from Mark soon? Will you hear from Mark soon, Angela? You need to stop worrying about whether or not you will hear from him soon and let it go. Because the more and more you feel or you think about it, in the way that you're doing, I feel like the more and more you're pushing that energy away. Okay. The more and more it's going to be around you. The more and more it's going to hinder your growth. You gotta let go. I feel like you hold on to this too much, and that's what's holding you back from moving forward in your life. You're stuck on this energy. Um, who is that? Sure, shoot, Rob. I can't say your name, but yeah, you can ask a question too. But yeah, I feel like you're holding on to it too much. If you just let it go and try not to think about it, then I feel like you'll hear from him. You gotta let it go. But don't reach out to him. If you've been thinking about reaching out to him, don't. You know, you let it go. And I feel like when you let it go, whether he reaches out to you or not, that's when you fall into the arms of somebody else. I hear him reaching out to you should be the last thing you should be worrying about right now. That should be the last thing you should be worrying about. Okay, will you hear from Mark soon? What energy here from Mark soon? Will you hear from Mark soon? It's like you're hoping and wishing and praying that he contacts you. You know, if he contacts you, what will he say? How will he say it, or whatever? Because you still have feelings for him, and you've been upfront and honest about his feelings, about your feelings for him. You know, but it's never going to be equal give and take though. It's always going to be you honestly discussing your feelings with him, and I do see him making a communication with you. He may send you a dick pic, or if he does communicate with you, if you do see him, it's only going to lead to one thing: sex and heartbreak. How can you hide? Yeah, I'll ask that question, but yeah, how can? Yeah, it's just going to be painful for you. And we did have that 3 of swords that passed creeping up on you again. I could have sworn I saw the 6 of cups is here we are again. You know, I hear spirit is irritated with you asking this question, but I feel like that's your higher self is irritated. We got the 6 of swords and we got the three. I'm sorry, we got the 6 of cups and we got the 3 of swords. Okay. And once again, you're asking this question, you're gonna get the same answer. Heartache and pain. It's not, he's not yours. You know what I'm saying? He's not your future. We know that already. We talked about that. But you know, it's not going to benefit you in the long run, this connection. So it's like move on from this. Okay. Move on. Okay. Okay, you want to know, can you tell me anything about Tyler? Can you tell me anything about Tyler and you? Okay. You're welcome, Angela. You want to know what's going to happen between you and Tyler. Angela wants to know what's going on between her and Tyler. What's going on between her and Tyler? I don't know. I see a lot of people hooking up in cars. What's up with that? Doesn't have to be straight full on sex, but maybe kissing and belly rubbing in a car, something like that, you know. But what's going on between you and Tyler? I feel like there's some energy around some happiness. I have the Sun card and the Magician. I feel like you are on the process of cleansing the energy out between you and Mark. And working hard at releasing. I feel like you don't understand just how much you've been releasing Mark in your energy. You may not realize it, but I feel like you're kind of like releasing his energy from your field, and you don't even realize because you have so much love to give, but you have to give it to the right person. You have to be willing to give it to the right person to release what you feel for somebody else and save that love and that connection for somebody who truly deserves you, who wants to give their all to you, and vice versa, equal give and take. Yeah, it's like you're healing yourself, and you realize that love you have for him can go towards somebody else. And Tyler just may be that person to do that. What's the overall energy between you and Tyler? The future for you and Tyler? I feel like you're manifesting this relationship, this connection, this new connection, brand new. He's going to bring you so much more happiness and luck and this connection between us. I won't say love because it's too soon. But and even now, you're back and forth in your head. asking, what's good? Should I be with this person? I have here the two of Pentacles because you're unsure and you're afraid to go to the next level. Okay, you're afraid, but here he is. I want you. You know, but do you want him? It's like though Tyler's energy is right there, and I know you can feel it. Are you open? Are you ready? Are you still looking back at yesterday between you and Mark? Okay. I feel like you need to turn around and face him and look him in the eye and say, I'm ready for this. Even if it's ready for the next date or ready for a date or something, or to break bread with this person. I feel like you two are going to really get to know each other quite quickly. It doesn't mean you're going to hook up or whatever. It just means we're just going to get to know each other. It's just me giving him the opportunity to know me and vice versa. You're welcome. Something's going to happen here. Okay. Something's going to happen. What's going to happen between the two of you? Why do we have the Tower here? Why do we have the Tower? There's too many. Why do we have the Tower here? I feel like this is going to be very, very constructive for you. I feel like you'll open up to him, Angela, very slowly. I have the Empress here twice, though, too. Yeah. I don't know if you can still have children. Like you all are going to bring each other into each other's lives, so your family will connect to each other's quite well. Will blend quite well. Yeah. I did see the Two of Cups, the Temperance card here, rather. So I do think that you all will blend each other's family very, very well. I feel like it's going to be a steady connection for the both of you all. When you two get together, it's like a magic. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a magical connection for you all. And I got Judgment here. So I feel like it's going to be a good opening, a good connection for you all. A magical connection. It's like you're going to be able to really, really thrive and grow with one another. But you got to be willing to open up and talk to him and kind of like put your past connection on the back instead of a pedestal, and get to know him on a deeper level. Um, kind of like allow him to come into your life and get to know you and not just keep on hoping and praying for that past connection with Mark. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. If it is, it's only going to go to the bedroom in a broken heart. I know you miss him, but sometimes you gotta let that go. Is that Talisha? Hello, Talisha. We have here endings and beginnings. Okay. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Do you see that, Angela? Endings and beginnings. You gotta let it go. I feel like this is a good unfolding period for you. This is the initiation of something brand new, like a treasured release, letting go of something that no longer serves you, that really never served you from the beginning. And we've talked about that over the past few years. It's finally saying, you know what, I got a new beginning with somebody brand new, and I'm letting it go. Doesn't mean that you don't love that past person. It means that I can move on with somebody brand new and allow that person to get to know me, to get to know my heart. I can get to know his heart and get 100% of him completely, him getting me 100% completely, instead of getting with somebody who is unavailable to me and just being happy with what it is I have been introduced with, instead of hoping and praying that this person will drop what they have there and be with me. Not going to happen. We've talked about that as well. Blossoming. What I said earlier about unfolding. Okay. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. You're just getting started. This could be a beautiful connection for you. It's going to purify you. It's going to make you feel so much better. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind, letting go what no longer serves you, and making sure you're drinking a lot of water. Okay? Angela, I hope that message resonated with you. Okay? So we're going to move on to the next person. Thank you all for joining me. I know this is just like a small group of people, but I didn't expect a lot today. Okay. Okay, Talisha, should I let him go completely? Lee, should you let Lee go completely? You're welcome. Simone, you're welcome. You know that. Talisha wants to know if she should let go of Lee completely. Should you let go of Lee completely? The song I'm immediately hearing from for you, Talisha, is Just Be a Man About It, Tony Braxton. Oh, child, these cards are popping out of my hand. Should you let him go completely? Just be a man about it. Should you let go of Lee completely? Should you let go of Lee completely? I'm hearing you asked, should you let go of Lee completely? Now I'm hearing in my ear to tell you, why did you stay so long to begin with? Okay. Because if you keep staying, you're going to keep on getting what you've always gotten, hurt, and trials and tribulations and all of that stuff. So I feel like it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to live your best life. Even if it means letting go. Messages here for Talisha when she's dealing with Lee. Should she let him go completely? Okay. Baby, you know I love you, right? I made a big mistake. She meant nothing to me. Can you please give me another chance? I miss you, baby. Okay. Did he cheat on you? Did he do something to break your trust? Do you just have trust issues? Does he have trust issues? What's making you feel so unsure about the connection with him? Let's see what else. It will never happen again. Wow. Very heartbroken of his betrayal. Yes, he did completely. Wow. Um, should you let him go? Should you let him go completely? Absolutely. When you needed me the most, I wasn't there for you. I didn't know how to be who you needed me to be. I honestly know in my heart that I am not the person for you. Release me from your heart and energy field. Okay. So it's time for you, Talisha, to make some real tough decisions. Move on with your life. There may be some love there, but you don't want to keep on getting hurt over and over and over again by the same person. Michael Bolton has this song called Completely. Write it down and hopefully you'll listen to it completely. I'd rather be alone than be in love just half the way. Did you hear that? Anybody? I'd rather be in love than love just half the way. I don't want anybody to love me half the way. If you can't love me completely, you can step, you can bounce, you can jump off the motherfucking bridge. Mm-mm. And I feel like I just saw common law, so I kind of feel like he would have never made you his wife. Okay, he would have never been completely, fully, 100% yours. It would have gotten to the point to where there would have been no intimacy, no sex. Even if it would have been, sex. It would have been kind of like mechanical. It would have got to the point where it would become very, very boring. And we got to think about it. You got to think about what you want. And I think both of you all agree, your higher selves, that we don't need to be together. This is not for me. Okay. So another question, that would be 1111. Now, first question, of course, is free. The second question is 1111. Okay, we have here, don't think that I'm beating you up because of the way you feel. I'm just saying that I didn't feel the same way you felt because of how you were feeling. You wanted me to be there for you, and I wasn't ready. Okay, so he's not ready for a solid commitment like you were and like you are. Okay, um, yeah, he's just not. He's not ready to fulfill your wishes the way you want. I believe in my heart that you and I belong together. I know that I was the one who left. Please give me the time to release these demons I have within. When I come back, I want to be whole for you because you deserve all of me. I love you. And you're going to come back talking a whole bunch of shit, saying how much he loves you and how much he's ready for you. You're going to hook back up with him and be hurt again because he's still not going to give you all of him. Okay. The way you want him to be. He's just not ready for that. He may grow into himself at a later time, but in the end, the person who's going to end up getting their heart broke again over and over again, if you keep allowing it, is you. It's not worth it. It's best to be by yourself until you can figure out how to deal without him. You wanted a fairy tale. I was very clear. I was not ready for what you wanted. You could not understand. I gave you all that I could give you at the time. I cared for you, but I never loved you, and I still don't. So men are going to be who they want to be, and it's sad, but it is. Yeah. I'm just trying to be happy. I want to be with someone who makes me happy. That person is you, but I just don't want anything too serious. This love thing just ain't working out. And it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking the time out to get to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't want to be with me, okay, no problem. I don't need you in my life to make me complete, to make me happy. I make myself happy. I'm gonna close out now, but since you're the last question, Talisha, I'm gonna ask: is he? That's the problem. That's why you're gonna get hurt. Is he in love with the other girl? Why would you ask that question? So what if I give you the answer that you're not seeking? Is he in love with that other person? You want to know the answer? Let's see. Is he in love with this other person? Is he in love with the other girl? I have the Emperor and I have the Hierophant. Is he in love with the other person here? He's a player. All he cares, he's gonna leave her too. All he cares about is digging somebody down, honestly. And he's a hellraiser. He's a hellraiser. He causes a bunch of heartache and confusion and dislocation and pain. That's all he cares about. And that's the crazy part about it. It's like, it's hurtful, you know. He keeps looking for the next victim. He's going to go and treat her the same way and break her heart and move on to the next person. Chaos and conflict everywhere he goes. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So this is the situations where you have to climb out of. You don't want to have to keep going through this mess. He didn't treat you fair. He's not going to treat her fair either. He's going to do the same thing to her that he did to you, and on and on and on. Okay. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. What goes around comes around. So when this person comes back around to you, wanting to come back into your good graces, have a backbone, pull up those big girl drawers and release the big girl titties. Do what you got to do, and don't let them back in your life, and don't let them back in your bedroom. Okay, stand up for what you believe is right. You may have feelings for him. You may love this person, but you gotta let go. You gotta move on with your life. We have undying love. The love you have share is eternal, regardless of the situation. There's somebody out there, but this is you, loving self. And I feel like you need to let this person go. He's calling as I'm listening to you. I bet he is. Got to set some boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Choose to answer the phone, choose not to. My ex will text me every now and again. I'll answer his text 24 to 36 hours later. I don't answer right away, because that's what they want us to do. They want us to be their beck and call girl whenever they text or whenever they call. Nope, you can wait. I have receptive. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay. Um, I would say, if you want to talk, but wait. You don't have to answer right away when he calls. Tell him, put it out in the universe. He can wait. He made you wait when you called and he didn't respond. When he ghosted you and didn't answer when you called. Don't be so quick to respond when he tries to call you or contact you, because it's just going to put in your head confusion, hurt, pain, all of that unfairness energy. Mm-mm. If he wants to keep calling, let him keep calling, because ain't nothing but a player. Nothing but a player. My first heartbreak, somebody told me, this guy, picture of a guy sitting in a boat, and he had like 6 or 7 fishing poles. And every time he wanted to use one fishing pole, he'll pull one fishing pole out of the boat, out of the water, put the other fishing pole back, and he always had access to a fishing pole. Don't keep being a fish on somebody else's line. Okay, just because he looks good to you doesn't mean he's good for you. You got to do what's right for you. Somebody also told me one time, life is too short to be unhappy. Let's get some final cards for you, and then we're going to end this live. I may go live tomorrow. Some final cards here for Talisha, please, when it comes to her ex. You have his CAD. What's his CAD? CAD. Final message here for you. If he gave you 7 years of hell, let him stay where he is. You don't need to deal with that. See, when men, they think they got your heart, they're going to keep on trying to get in your life and ruin you, because they think they can. They think they got your heart. They think that all they can come in and do is tap that ass every 3 or 4 months, because they think that you're going to let them in and open up their heart and keep on doing the same things over and over again, because they think they got you hooked. Don't let that man think that he can come in and get you all the time. Let it go. Nothing but some excuses. You have so many other reasons that if it never works out, find reasons that it can work out. Be by yourself. There's no excuse. Ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with being single. Because when you're single, you live a lot better than dealing with a bunch of BS. And don't compare yourself to other people in relationships. She's in a relationship, they're in a relationship, they're happy, blah, 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 blah. You don't know what they're going through behind closed doors. Ain't nothing wrong with being single. Sometimes you're a lot more single. Sometimes you're a lot more happier when you're single. He has not touched me in years. That's good. That's because he's busy touching other people. Could be. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well, whether he was physically, mentally, emotionally, whether he kept cheating on you and lying to you or whatever. It's time to do what you need to do. Stay away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. He may tell you, I want to try to work this out, baby. I love you. Can we do this? You think about that. Think about the things you've experienced in the relationship with him before when you all were together. If you want to give it a chance, I can't tell you what to do. A heart's going to do what a heart wants to do. But you remember the last time how awful it felt in your heart area, your heart chakra when he did what he did, and when you found out he cheated or whatever he did to you, how awful it made you feel. If he didn't make you feel 110% completely in love, felt like you were loved and appreciated, don't waste your time. Because if you get back with him, it'll be too risky for you. You feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. Now, if that's something that you want to do, if you feel like you can get through those withdrawal symptoms again after you got through this point in your life, okay, go ahead. Sometimes you just gotta be by yourself. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? You think about that. Think about that. Let's get one more card. I'm done with it through. Oh, she called you. No, that's a no. You both deserve to be happy. Yes, you do. They are still a loser, yes. Strangers to each other. You accepted a lot of my BS. Honestly, I kept treating you like that because after the first time, you didn't put your foot down. You allowed me to do what I wanted to do because you loved me. In short, I took full advantage. Water sign. So they took full advantage. He did it on purpose because you kept allowing it. And that's okay. We've all done some stuff like that. You know? We've all accepted less than what we should have. Okay, we got to grow some backbones. We got to do better for ourselves, ladies. Period. Okay. You are wifey material for the right man. Okay, you don't have to deal with that idiocracy. Okay, you just don't have to. You don't have to deal with that. It's time to say, you know what, I love me more, a whole lot more than I'm going to ever love you. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to deal with people calling me on my phone. We didn't have just a regular connection. It was unique. It was special. When I share my feelings with you, you freeze up and don't know what to say. You gave up because you feel too much for me. Okay. So this person has deep love, but they are afraid of what they feel on a deep level, on an adult level. They're never ever going to meet you where you are. They are afraid of love. They are afraid of a commitment. Okay. I feel like you taught this person how to love, but they're not ready for that deep, intense emotional connection with you or anybody else. So no. Mm-mm. I just want to know what they say to you. What did the girl say to you? So I've just stopped, you know, stop in your tracks and try not to involve this person in your life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just don't involve him. Don't let him talk that sweet stuff to your ear. I sit back and think about how bad I treated you. I was being selfish and I didn't mean it. I am so sorry for hurting you. Now I feel like this is what his higher self wants to tell you, but he doesn't know how. Not unless he already has. But at the same time, he knows that he's a fuck up. He knows that he can never be a good man just to one person until he can get his shit together. I just feel like it's never going to be the way you want it to be. I just feel like this is not the man for you unless he can grow and get his shit together. But you stay where you are, stay on track, and keep putting your foot down and setting those boundaries, and he'll never ever um, bother you again in that way. He'll never get a second chance to break your heart. But you said the girl called. What did she say when she called? Was she disrespectful? Was she rude, or what? Mm. He's going to do the same to her. He's going to do the same thing to her. So, I wouldn't even worry about it. Mm. So just let it go. I'm going to pull one more card for our overall energy. I'm going to close out. overall energy for this reading today. I may be back tomorrow for a live. We'll see. So, embrace the masculine. Number 11, embrace the masculine. Oh, she wasn't rude. She wanted to know if you all were still together. So that was crazy how she got your number, but okay, number 11. I'm going to read this out of the book, you all, and then I'm going to close us out. I'll be back tomorrow, possibly for another reading. Embrace the masculine. Within ourselves, there are two aspects of our nature, the masculine and the feminine. Here, in the present, you need to embrace the masculine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is the time to be assertive, to act with authority, and to stand up for both yourself and your truths. Fight for what you believe in. Do not allow others to tell you that you must not, or cannot. But remember, while you allow your masculine self to be dominant, you need to temper your assertiveness and determination with gentleness and compassion. Be compassionate with yourself and others, and don't let anybody walk all over you. All right? I hope that you all are okay. I will possibly talk to y'all tomorrow. It was the day before his birthday, and she looked me up on Facebook Messenger. Oh, okay. All right, you all. So, good luck to you all. I hope that everything works out for you in your favor. And I will talk to you all on another live soon. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can contact me. And my email addresses, they will actually be in the description section of this reading, or in every reading. You can look in the description section or in the comment section of every reading, and that's how you'll find out how to contact me for a reading. All right. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for stopping by, and I will talk to you soon.